And of course, you know, uh, my uncles have literally blamed me for everything, right? Because I was out there making solar panels for 2 decades and fucking the wife of the governor, okay? While I was trying to have a musician career. Like, my uncles had the audacity to, like, become musicians and also try to take down the government. I mean, you can only do one or the other. You can't do both, okay? And then you got this whole thing with, like, you know, um, what do you even call it? I guess trying to crack down crime, which is a really dangerous thing to do. It's like I'm starting to notice that this was kind of like a big mistake to even go to churches that you know cops in, because they get you involved in shit you should not be involved in. Like, I went to various churches and there's cops there, right? And I befriended some of them, and you know they let you know on some things that are occurring in the city. Should have not let me know, because my dumbass would get curious enough to try to see if it's true or not. And it's right, it's true, it's very much true. Anyways, I feel like you know, I was like, listen, right, I'm trying to help my uncle out, be like, we need to get out. We need to get out of the United States. Let's go back to Mexico. Let's go feed people again like we did last time, right? Like, we're the beekeepers. My grandmother and her father fed half of Mexico all their life. Like, my grandmother fed all of Mexico and the United States with Ocean Gardens Company with seafood. And so did my grandfather. What he did was the largest producer of honey, milk, cheese, and and cattle. Like, we're clearly designed for one thing only, right? Like, our genetic is just kind of our thing is to be producing food for people, right? My grandmother, that's all she did all her life is work. She would bring in so much seafood, it was not even funny, right? We just have a natural gift to know how to produce the greatest amount of food for people. So I told my uncles, like, let's get back to red snapper fishing like my uncle did before he got involved with solar paneling and his bullshit. Let's go back to Mexico, buy some boats, some fishing boats, and let's get out there in this Pacific Ocean that we know that your mother sailed and knows all the routes, knows all the secrets. Let's just go back and feed people, right? Feed Mexico that's desperate need of food right now, is desperate of need of protection, infrastructure. Let's build roads. Let's do something. Let's get restaurants in and out. Let's make a difference. You know what my uncle told me? Joe Arpaio is already on my radar. I can't help you. I have to save my ass first. I was like, the audacity of this man. It's like, if Joe Arpaio's already on your radar, isn't it the most obvious thing for you to do is sell your 3 homes and move out of the country? Isn't that the best thing you could possibly do right now? No, he's like, I'm gonna go on my own. You figure it out. So that's that. And, that's why he's now struggling in Mexico, because, I tried to extend his hand. I tried to make a living, an honest living. I was like, let's go feed people. What's the most noblest thing you could possibly do right now is feed people, provide fish for people, cattle, honey, food. People need to eat. And my father was not doing a very good job because he's a racist brown man that believes that there should be a purebred of natives. I don't know what the fuck the deal his wife put in his stupid little head. But this man, like his wife, believed that concentration camps for non-purebreds was a brilliant idea. So we're dealing with that, right? Because let's not forget, the most racist people on the planet, right, is the least likely you would think that would be racist. And guess what? It's native people. It's literally the whole concept of trying to keep a purebred of people on Mexican land, right? We said no tourists. They said not only tourists, but also non-half-breeds. Okay, that's what you're dealing with, Mexico. Concentration camps for people that are not dark enough. That's what you're dealing with right now. And if black people want to get on my ass for saying the truth, look it up. Look up the concentration camps. Look at the concentration camps. They killed 10,000 people right now. And guess who they killed? They killed a bunch of poor natives that were not 100% full bred. Okay? And don't even be like, no, shame. Claudia Sheinbaum is that's cartel stuff. That's not cartel stuff. They videotaped that shit. They made snuff films about it, killing and torturing people, burning them in massive ovens. Those are concentration camps by definition in Mexico. So don't come at me that this whole white people are the only ones that are killing and genociding and doing concentration camps. Fuck you. That's bullshit. We all know this. Every race has prejudice against other races. This is the facts, the science. Because y'all religious extremists want to believe in magical thinking and fairyland, and that somehow science doesn't exist and facts don't exist and clean renewable energy doesn't exist and a microplastic pandemic doesn't exist and greenhouses don't exist and global warming doesn't exist. You keep denying the facts. Well, this is where you end up, right? And I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of all of it. And so, people come after us like, well, you draw. That's a sin. I draw comics and I paint comics. By definition, if that's a sin, then let me burn in hell, baby. Because honestly, I have to make a living, right? I have to make a living. And I can't sell my ass. And I am not built for prostitution because I will murder a fucker or two. I will think of ways to destroy people if I am cornered like a rat. Okay? Like my uncle. You all cornered him. You all put him away, right? Because he was handsome and well off to do. And jealousy runs through human nature. And they said, this is a fucker. Let's take all of his money, all his inventions, and let's lay him to ruin. Because we can. Because that's how power corrupts the human mind. This is why communism will never fucking work. This is why China's out of control. But you all believe whatever you want to fucking believe. The facts are the facts, right? Let's have this